guys? The Brian Productive Fellas coming back at you today. It is getting colder and colder outside, and when it gets cold outside, I want a good, hearty, meaty chili to eat and to snack on, especially on a Saturday like today with some good football games going on. My Ole Miss Rebels are in College Station right now, getting ready to whoop up on some Aggies, and we're gonna get this this chili going. So the first thing I do when I make my chili is, like I said, I like a hearty, meaty chili, and I got a 4-pound chuck roast right here. And I'm gonna smoke this chuck roast for about 4 to 5 hours till it gets to about 185, 190 degrees internal temperature. And then I'm gonna cut it up, mix all my chili ingredients together, and then put the pot of chili on the smoker and let it smoke for about 4 or 5 hours. So the first thing we're gonna do here is season our chuck roast here, and I'm gonna use my Hotty Toddy Barbecue Crew Climax AP seasoning. That's just a salt, pepper, garlic, all-purpose seasoning. And you want to be liberal on this right here, because this is a big piece of meat. It can take it. You think that's too much? I promise you, it's not too much. And then the next thing I'm going to use is this Meat Church Holy Cow Barbecue Rub. This has got a lot of pepper in it. It goes, of course, it goes real good on beef. That little, pat that in a little bit. And the last thing I'm gonna use is actually chili powder, because the I want to go ahead and get that chili seasoning, that chili taste on it. So I'm not gonna go real heavy with the chili powder, but I am gonna put a good dose of it on there. Give that a good pat. And on the sides, I'm just gonna tap down like that. All right, then you just want to do the back side the same way. Get a good layer of this AP seasoning on there. Come back with the Holy Cow. And come back with some chili powder. Now, I'm gonna give this time to sweat, probably about 30 to 45 minutes before I put it on the smoker. Let these spices just soak into the meat, and we'll get it on the smoker. Y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, my grill's up to temperature. I'm gonna put this chuck roast on, and like I said, I'm gonna stick it right there, and come back and check it in about 2 hours, see how it looks, and it's gonna take about 4 to 5 hours to get to the temperature I want. All right, guys, when I said I like a meaty, hearty chili, I'm in it. So I got a 4-pound chuck roast on the smoker now, smoking it. Then I got a 1.5 pounds of deer meat, and this deer meat has beef fat in it. Then I got a 1/2 pound of sausage, deer sausage. And what we're gonna do, we're just gonna put this in here. Just mash it up and cook it down. Get all that deer meat and sausage together, mixed in together. That way, this will already be done whenever the chuck roast is done. All right, once I get the deer burger and the deer sausage all mixed in and it's brown and done, I'm gonna get some of that W sauce and load it up. Can't get too much of it. And come back with that Hotty Toddy AP seasoning. And go ahead and put some more chili powder in it. and get all this mixed in together. All right, now you want to dice up a green bell pepper, red bell pepper, and about 3 medium-sized onions. If you want more onion, want more bell pepper, you can do that. This is what we like right here. So I'm just gonna dice these up and then add them to my my deer burger. All right, once you get everything diced up real good, go ahead and put it in your pot with your deer burger and your deer sausage. And it's still hot, so you give that a good mix. Now, and you let that sit in there, because that deer burger, deer sausage is still hot. You let that sit in there, and that onion, bell pepper will soften up. It won't cook. It'll cook whenever you put it on the grill, but it'll get softened up, and it'll soak up a lot of that, the flavor that you put in the meat. Okay. All right, guys. I checked the internal temperature of this chuck roast, and it is hitting 185 and 190. And look at it. It's got a good bark on it. So we're gonna carry this inside, and we're gonna let it cool off, and then dice it up, put it in the chili, and let's get this chili on the smoker. All right, what I'm doing now is just cutting into your chuck roast. And I tried this chuck roast, and it is absolutely unreal and ungodly good. My wife and my daughter said so also. If you want to cut it up like this, then you want to cut you some chunks out of it. You know, not too big. Just dice. I can just call it just dicing it up. And it's already pretty tender, but when it cooks in that chili, it's going to make it 100 times tender. And then it's going to be absolutely delicious. So let me get this all cut up and diced up, and then we'll just bring everything together and put it in the pot and let it cook. And tonight we're gonna have some good ass chili. I'm gonna promise you that. All right, guys. I think we got everything together and to put in the chili. So what you want to do is you want to get a 15-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Pour it over there. 16-ounce can of the fire roasted diced tomatoes. And I like to, after I put the tomatoes in there, I like to add my seasoning. And what this is a third of a cup of sugar. And you got a tablespoon of the AP seasoning, a tablespoon of chili powder, a tablespoon of cumin, a tablespoon of onion powder. Then you got a teaspoon of the chipotle chili, a teaspoon of the ancho chili pepper, teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of oregano, and 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. And you can adjust the cayenne pepper to however you like it, hot or not so hot or anything like that. So you just pour all this in here. Like I said, I like to put my tomatoes in there first before I put my seasons in there. And get all this mixed up. All right, then you're gonna add, what's this? 15 ounces of beef broth. Mix it up. You get a tablespoon of tomato paste. mixed thoroughly. And then you want to incorporate, oh, forgot about the garlic. Two teaspoons of minced garlic. All right, then you want to incorporate your chuck roast that you just smoked. Put all that in there. Start mixing, turning it over. And the last ingredient, if you remember what I told you, that this is called my deer and beer chili, because it calls for beer. One for the chili and one for you. Now, and once you get this mixed in, you want to look at it, and while it's cooking, it's going to take about 3 to 4 hours to cook, and while it's cooking, you want to look at it, and if you think you need more juice, because it'll thicken up, you can add more beef broth while you're cooking it in case you think it needs more liquid in it. Alright guys, it's starting to sprinkle a little bit outside, so I had to move my grill inside right here. I got my pit boss on 300. You just want to sit your chili right there in the middle and let it cook away. And I'll come out here and I'll give it a good stir, probably once every hour, and should about 3 to 4 hours it'll be ready to eat. Alright guys, the chili's been on there for 3 hours, and it's got about another hour to cook. And I'm gonna add 1 small can of dark red kidney beans. I don't like beans in my chili, but my wife does and my daughter does, so I'm gonna add this little small can of red kidney beans in there. And you want to do that the last hour it has to cook. You don't want to put the beans in there too early, because your beans will get soft and mushy. Come over here and take a look at this. And see. Does that not look like some good chili? It's unbelievable. It's out of this world. I did not add any more beef broth. Damn, I gotta watch that now. I did not add any more beef broth or anything like that. And I'm gonna have to go get another spoon so I can mix those beans up. So anyway, 1 more hour to go and that's it. Chili's finally done. I just took it off the grill. I want you to take a look at that right there. Tell me that does not look good. The only thing left to do right now is to take a bite. And I'm gonna let it cool down just for a second. Because right now it's hot as freaking lava. Only one last thing to do. That's to give it a try. You get a good piece of that chuck roast right there. That's good. That's real good. Real good. Super good. Good night. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Try the recipe. If you make it, let me know how you do. Let me know how you like it. Anyway, God bless. Subscribe to my channel. Y'all have a good day.